This is the story of a musical past, of the incredible beginnings of entertainment in the gramophone era, of a technology and a community of women performers whose confluence laid the foundations of India's music industry.
Here we are talking about an art form, evolution of art forms of different kinds in music, and the vehicles that take these art forms to the audience.
The 1900s were witness to the incredible beginnings of musical entertainment. A new platform of performance emerged for professional singers beyond the courts. Known as the Baijis, their music now found admiring listeners throughout the country. Fred Gaisberg was the principal recording engineer of the Gramophone and Typewriters Limited. He arrived in Kolkata in 1902 to set up a recording studio and soon realized the difficulty of the task that lay ahead. Though a foreigner of means, even Gaisberg knew that with little knowledge of India's diverse music culture, finding talented singers was not going to be easy.
I think she is a very interesting transitional figure, Gohar. And what really was the catalyst for that change was the gramophone. Because without the gramophone, none of these things would have actually happened.
गौहर जान हाँ बहुत अच्छी थी और बहुत ही अच्छा भाव, मतलब एक भाव कर दें तो कमाल हो जाता था.
The involvement of Baijis in gramophone recording saw the beginning of the music market in India. Years after Gauhar Jan's first commercial recording in 1902, names like Janki Bai Chappan Chhuri, Miss Funny Bala, Miss Godavari, Jadumani Dasi, and several others rang out in the industry corridors and among the music lovers of the country.
इकबाल बानो थी दिल्ली की, अनमरी बाई थी, बिब्बो बाई जयपुर से आती थी, और रसूलन बाई बनारस से आती थी, सिद्धेश्वरी बाई बनारस से आती थी. ये बड़ी नाम मशहूर था. गिरजा जी, ये सारे मशहूर आर्टिस्ट थे.
ठुमरी को छोटे छोटे कई रागों में डाल दिया जाता है. जैसे शाम का खमाज गा रहे हैं तो उसमें मैं भैरवी भी लगा दी, मैं उसमें परज भी लगा सकती हूँ, मैं उसमें भैरव भी लगा सकती हूँ. तो कई रागों का मिश्रण हो जाता है, इसलिए मिश्र हो गया, मिश्रित हो गया.
The reason why Kolkata and Bombay were important centers for tawaiffs is because these were places where there were lots of people and there were potentially large audiences. Because you will find that unlike male ustads who are identified by gharana, women ustads are identified by places of residence. Most of these places you will see are what we used to call in Bangla gonjo, places of trade. And it is there that they had their kotas.
A journey of rediscovery that traces the lineage of their contribution to the Hindustani classical music, from the magnificent dancing halls and the splendor of mehfils into the magical world of films.
This concept of the song being part of your performance, that you are being the character and acting, I think it's you have to get into that mode of it. It's a different genre. It's a different concept, you know. It's not like realistic as such. You know, you don't break into a song when you're talking to somebody, but you just have to accept it. It's again a part of storytelling. You know, it's part of Hindi films. That's how Hindi films are made.
Let's also remember that this was the time when the independence movement was at a feverish pace, and needless to say, several of the Baijis became a part of it. Financial contributions to political parties, singing and writing songs of freedom, wearing and spinning khadi in the spirit of Swadeshi, much was also being done by the Baijis for the nationalist movement and the ongoing social reforms.
Actually, the Tawaif really brought a lot of intellect to art, which was there in Awadh, but I think what had happened was after 1857, that whole institution began to get degraded. Victorian values set in, and I think the kind of patronage they used to get to become artists, that was lost.
A tale of stigma and of daring. Indian Women on Record is a recalling tribute to the fabulous women singers whose lives have been lost to history.